Round one in the West.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game one. This is Kevin Harlan. You take a look at Los Angeles. And you know, Greg, they've worked so hard to establish home-court advantage. And they may need it, having drawn a brutal opponent here in round one.
Not much of a reward for the season that they just had. You know, many prognosticators think this series could go either way. That makes it crucially important for them to take this first game.
But they're just so happy to be here, right? All the season, all the practices and games, just to be here is such a reward.
A lot of excitement, but also a certain level of anxiety.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Outside for Randall. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Edwards. Outside, James. And he uses the glass on the lane.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Outside Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And another three for Minnesota.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The three for Doncic. Bangs home the trifecta.
Luka is always on time to answer a big shot by an opponent.
Pass to McDaniels. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Hachimura, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the night.
Boy, Mike Conley has always been such a steadying influence, a respected leader. Doesn't matter what team he's on.
Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And here's that. And Gobert gets to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Doncic with the steal. Inside. Knocked away. Kate. Gobert with the block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
The three for Doncic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. it's Conley penetrating. LeBron with the block.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. LeBron on the defensive end.
And he lays it straight in. LeBron's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach. I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Lakers trail by 5. Doncic outside. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. Here's James. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
As he's gotten older, LeBron has changed his body, relying a little more on that power.
For 3, Edwards. Murray grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
You have to anticipate those quick release opportunities. Jaden McDaniels ready on the catch.
The 3 for Doncic. It's good from long range. Doncic has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Lakers.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Outside Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Well, there's a certain edge that Julius Randle...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now. The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed. Really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. James with it. He's got 8. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Free throw, no good for LeBron.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a minute.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. Lakers have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Now here's James. 10 points for him. He takes it in. 6 for 6. He's hit the miss from the field.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Randall outside. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists now tonight. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
The 3 for Doncic. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 11.
Boy, the deep ball from Luka Doncic. This guy does not lack the confidence.
Pass to Edwards. Vanderbilt with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Kicks it out to LeBron. Misses the 3. Timberwolves shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Here's Randall. Great touch on the 16-footer. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
The 3 for Doncic. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 13.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Doncic missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. Randall kicks to McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. Lakers shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. And he's good on the 3-ball.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Here's Conley. Yes, that goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Back to Doncic. Here's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Randall passes to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Lakers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's LeBron. 12 points for him. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over Hayes. And finished off by Gobert.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Doncic feeling it out. A 3-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 4. To the middle. Randall no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
There's the 3. Doncic, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
The three for Doncic. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 20 points.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Conley against Doncic. Pass to McDaniels. For three, Edwards. And the three ball is good. Edwards got 11.
Oh, that is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Randall kicks to McDaniels. And here's Edwards for the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. 14 points for him.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from three.
James banked in off the glass.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Minnesota leading by 6. Conley with it, defended by Reed. And Anthony Edwards again.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
James looking around. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. But Timberwolves on top. They lead by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Vincent. Then it's Connect. And it's Reeves in at the 2 guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. To the paint, here's Alexander Walker. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
To the inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Miller's checked in for Minnesota. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, good with the triple. Miller against Vanderbilt.
A young man who knows how to use his strength. Connect doesn't let the foul stop him.
First trip to the line for him here.
Second team. At the line for Los Angeles.
That's good from Connect. And the Lakers with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Entering the league as an older prospect at 23, Dalton Connect is a very skilled offensive player. The question with him, can he add strength to his frame? Time will tell.
Lakers trail by 12. On the wing, Doncic. Defended. Good. Another from 3.
And and he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
The three for Doncic. Reed with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark. Checked in.
Number 22, Jalen Clark.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota. DiVincenzo against Doncic. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Doncic drops the hammer.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
Outside Edwards. 13 feet away. Connects, the jumper drops. Edwards got 21 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we...
And again for three.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last three means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Knocked loose. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
That's his second personal.
For Minnesota, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. James checked in for the Lakers. Minnesota also making some changes. Gobert comes in for Clark. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Lakers with possession here. It's a 13-point game. James. Gobert with the block.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Here's Conley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Conley.
And you hear this crowd. They know he just set the three-point single game playoff record.
Well, they've seen lots of stars over the years. But this guy, he has the most threes in a single game for their team. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And the Lakers with possession here. Trailing by 13. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Edwards against LeBron. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Doncic from the arc. Reed with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And that one is off. Timberwolves leading by 13. Edwards with it. Defended by Reed. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision-making. That's a pretty setup.
The three for Doncic. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
Heat with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Conley into the lane, and it's good for 2.
Well, Mike Conley understands how to draw contact and still try to get a shot opportunity. He'll go to the line for the end one.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's LeBron. Rebound, Minnesota. Right side, Conley. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the end one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Julius Randle with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 18. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 26 points.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career. LeBron James is a modern marvel.
Conley kicks to Edwards. From 11 feet away. And that one hits back iron. The Lakers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. James against Edwards. Now LeBron. He's got 20. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randle.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Lakers trail by 17. Strong inside. What a move by James.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Inside, Edwards nails the baby hook. Edwards got 12 points now in the quarter.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. Timberwolves passing it around. McDaniels passes to Randle from downtown. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Well, you see Julius Randle striking from wherever the defense concedes it. That's nicely done.
Doncic, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue.